Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Smoke and Bake Podcast with your boy Uncle P. Alright, so I hope the microphone and everything is loud and clear. It should be. I mean, I tested everything and I made sure everything was right. So guys, as you can see, this is the new setup of the talk show. Eventually when I have hosts, I'm going to have my host on that side, and my co-host will obviously be the producer also, who will be speaking behind the camera when we having the show. Well guys, let's get the show rolling. As you can see, this year right now I'm just introducing the podcast and I'm introducing the new setup, and obviously the new Twitter page. Guys, thank you very much for the old followers following on the new page. Guys, listen, I understand that this page has over 42,000 followers, probably a lot of generic followers, but I really needed to give a buzz on this podcast. I truly believe in it, and I'm investing a lot of money to put it out there. As you can see, the shirt that I'm wearing currently is one of my brands, Uncle P brand, Strength. I do have my own merch, guys. We'll talk a lot about those as we go. Guys, this is Smoke and Bake. We can't be having Smoke and Bake podcast without having any smoke. We don't have edibles yet, but that's all good, guys. Hosts, guests, whoever comes into the show, you'll be well taken care of. We've got a shelf right there full of alcohol. You'll be given every drink that you need. You'll be well taken care of. We've got a nice, what's this? Is this Jack Daniels? Let's see. This is, yeah, this is Jack Daniels. I can't remember. So yeah, like I said, let's get the smoking going, and then we're gonna get into our topic of the day. So guys, one of the cool things about the studio here, I got this screen on my side here that my producer can send me information, just in case I'm forgetting some topics. We can have guys call in. You can either do WhatsApp call or a normal call into the show, and we'll be able to obviously hear you out. One of the cool things and the cool features that I'll be implementing on the show will be the feature of Twitter Spaces. Guys, it's currently raining outside, so if you hear any thunders, I apologize. I have sunproofed the studio as much as I possibly can, but unfortunately I do have 4 big glasses, so I can literally, in front of me, I can see the front of my house, which is the main entrance. On my right hand side, I can see the other side of the road, and then the entrance and everything else is glass. But otherwise, hey guys, it works out. I should get a lot of these Smoke and Bake merch. Guys, listen, there's a lot of guys who ended up winning the Smoke and Bake competition. I inboxed you guys, I DM'd you guys on Twitter. Guys, listen, you need to understand something. All competitions that I do or that we make, okay, they come with their T's and C's, and their T's and C's can usually be found either on our Facebook page. I think it's on our Facebook page, or I think it's also on our emails. So one of the T's and C's when it comes to winning a prize, guys, you need to understand, it's how we get the prize to you. Now, if you're not within a distance of driving, okay, where we can sacrifice and actually come and hand you over the prize, then you unfortunately have to pay for the prize to be delivered to you. So either per taxi, which is I think between 60 Rand and 100 Rand, and then there is obviously post night. So guys, if you do win any prize in any of my shows, whether it's a personal giveaway on the Uncle P page or it is on the podcast, you need to understand it does come with a shipment cost every single time, whether it's local or international. Unfortunately or fortunately, we choose our winners randomly, therefore you might end up being international. If the prize isn't claimed, obviously we'll just drop it into another competition or give it away or donate it away. Okay, like I keep saying, smoke and bake. So let's get the smoking going. I'm gonna hit a bong. I bought this bong at one of the weed stores. Pretty cool. I love it. I love it. I mean, one hit on this baby. Oh gosh. Okay, let's go. So guys, a lot of people have been asking me why smoke and bake and why smoking weed. Look, weed is something that became a part of my life when an operation on my left knee. My patella snapped, and being a professional fighter, there's a lot of medication I couldn't take because I would have tested positive for steroids. Therefore, I would have lost my professional license. So to avoid that, I needed something to help. So weed, as much as it enhanced the pain and I felt the pain more, it allowed me to tolerate it, and it really helped me a lot in just being able to mentally be strong enough to handle the pain, to believe that I'll get cured, that I will get my knee back to 100% functioning. And yeah, man, I ended up getting it back to 100% functioning. My knee is good now. I'm super, super happy about that. So yeah, and that's how my journey of weed started. And then since then, I just met different individuals that smoke different strains. Guys, one thing I need y'all to know, I ain't no expert on weed or whatsoever. I ain't claiming to know weed. I ain't claiming to know no sativas, no indicas, no cheese, no purple haze, no blue monkey, no Backstreet Boys, no YCMA. I ain't claiming none of those. Okay. One thing I realized with a lot of people that smoke weed or people that sell weed, everybody knows better than the next person. And then everybody always says the best weed. Well, yo, listen, your boy Uncle P says that's nice for you. In the end of the day, I buy what I buy. Listen, guys, I spend anything between 5 to 7,500 rand on weed. Yeah, I get it, it's a lot of money. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna give you $1,200 for a freaking 1 gram. Because there are some people who are freaking ridiculous. There's people selling weed, like they'll sell 150 rand for a gram, which is a small bag, which you can make 1 joint, maybe if you're lucky, 2 small joints. The issue is, for a heavy smoker like myself, you end up smoking that weed and you end up not even getting high. Imagine spending 150 rand on a joint that you don't even get high. And then there are people who are tainting their weed, they add a couple of chemicals and detergents, whatever else nonsense they put in there, and just to give it that little oomph, when they're growing the weed, when they spray it with funny stuff, to give it that little extra sauce. And that's not good. That's not good. That's no longer clean. That's no longer natural. And honestly, for me personally, any dealer that deals with me knows if you ever give me tainted weed and I pick it up, man, it's not gonna end well. I like my weed clean. So yeah, man. One thing that I will be doing in this show is, guys, I'm gonna be having a lot of dealers who are willing to come through, who are willing to just share to you guys about, the journey with weed and so forth and everything else, and just give us a better knowledge to understand about the different strains and so forth. I don't really know much about it, like I said, so I'd rather have somebody who deals with these things to come here, explaining to us and everything else. And one thing I'll also be doing is I'll be buying weed from different areas, different provinces, different countries, just so we have a variation, of our different strains, and just see how crazy the show can go. So yeah, man. So one of the things, guys, I can't do on this show is I can't play music. I can't do a lot of things. I can add a lot of cool stuff, but at the moment, because I don't have a producer, it's very hard for me to stand up and go edit and do everything else. And one thing I want to do is I want to avoid editing. So I used to get really tired about doing content because I always had to edit, where I've got to add the social media links, I've got to add the logo, the watermark, and when that is done, sometimes I want to add, if you watch the previous episode where I recorded it in my gaming room, I had to add the slides of something that I was reading. Eventually we're going to have laughter, clapping hands, cheers, because we're going to be playing different kind of games. We're going to be having shooters here, where we're going to play shooting games, with our listeners, our subscribers. So there's going to be a lot happening on this show, man. Guys, look, my opinions, like I said, they're purely my opinions. It's just my thoughts on how I see life and my perspective on things. They might not always be right, but I can guarantee you they're not always wrong. I am a father of 3, 2 beautiful daughters and a son. I'm very, very blessed. 33 years of age, originally born in Angola, grew up, lived a part of my life in Netherlands, and then came to South Africa. Blessed enough to have traveled and do a lot of other things and yada yada yada. So that's who I am, guys. So just an ordinary guy who hustled life and managed to be where he is in the position he is. And I love doing these kind of things. I love being in front of the camera. I love working with this type of content. And I love helping other people also do the very same thing. Like literally, guys, I can set up a studio like this for somebody for completely free. I will even pay for it as long as you're passionate about this and this is the kind of things that you want to do. So yeah, man. That's who I am. That's what Smoke and Bake Podcast is going to be all about. And yeah, let me introduce to you guys the Uncle P brand now. A lot of you should have seen with the Uncle P brand, guys. Come on, I've got a lot of clothing. I'm gonna. You know, this one I have to edit. So I'm gonna put a slide right here since I don't have anybody, and you guys are gonna just see a whole bunch of t-shirts popping here. Boom, boom, bam, 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 bam. So these are the different type of designs that I have, guys. So my company doesn't only sell Uncle P branding, okay? So we actually a branding company. So I actually physically make these things, t-shirts myself, in-house. So where I'm currently sitting on my YouTube room, on my left hand side is another room. That is my printing room. One of these days I'm gonna take you guys for a tour so you guys see exactly how the whole setup is. You guys did see what initially was supposed to be the Smoke and Bake podcast studio, and then this morning I woke up and I was like, I like it, but I decided to change it a little bit because this is what I felt like doing. I'm not sure how good my lighting is. From looking at the camera, it looks pretty okay, but I might be looking a bit dark. But at this moment, I'm not too worried about it. We're gonna fix the lighting and everything else. Like I said, I don't have a producer at the moment or somebody to work with, but as soon as I do get somebody else to work with, it's gonna be pretty cool and it's gonna make life much easier for me to be able to put things together. So yeah, guys, we spoke about the Uncle P clothing, we spoke about the podcast, what it's gonna be like. On the shoot, somebody told me, yo bro, why do you make these videos? People don't even watch them. Guys, honestly, 1 or 2 people watch it, whether you watch 2 or 3 minutes of the video, I don't know. You know, when I look at doing the podcast or just doing this, for me it's more like, you know, when you write on your diary and you know, a lot of ladies usually do it. I don't know about guys, but this is like me writing on a diary. It's almost like instead of me explaining myself or explaining who I am, you get to understand and kind of know who I am and the views that I have through watching my podcast. So if we ever met in person, you would actually notice that, you know, oh snap, you know, he's actually the very same person, you know, that's in his podcast and in real life. Same old Uncle P, man, nothing changes, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so guys, there's a topic, so guys, there's a topic that I'm very passionate about, and that's the topic of relationships. I love discussing relationships. I love helping people in relationships. Am I a relationship expert? Absolutely not. Do I have a successful relationship? Depends on what you call success. But I do have quite a lot of knowledge and a lot of good advice that I can give to people and help them in their relationships. You know, the reality of life, practice what you preach. It's easier said than done, but we do try our best. But yeah, so those are some of the topics that I will be discussing a lot, and also just general topics, you know, gender-based violence, the trans topic. Oh gosh, the trans topic. That's, you know, I think people are even getting tired of discussing that, you know, especially lately with all these new genders coming out where people are identifying as females and playing in female sports. Imagine how crazy that is. Imagine myself waking up tomorrow morning and deciding, you know what, I'm gonna identify as a female and become a female fighter. There's absolute, listen, I'm telling you right now, and I can even, in fact, you know what, I'm gonna put a challenge. I know right now very few people will see this, but I'm gonna put a challenge out there to any female, okay, whether it's an MMA fighter. Look, I've never really done boxing, but I am willing to challenge myself. I've never done judo. It's a very, so now I've done judo, but I didn't really do it. I've done it like 2 or 3 times. I went to a judo club. So I've done jits. One thing I know about jiu-jitsu is even if you're a female, If you guys are similar weight categories, ooh, that girl can get you. You see, that is a different type of sport, because with jiu-jitsu, yes, strength does play a really big role, but the grading, the level in which you are is also extremely important. So for those who doesn't know what jiu-jitsu is, it's Brazilian jiu-jitsu or Japanese jiu-jitsu. I don't even want to edit this videos, so but if I do edit this video, you will see the definition right here. If I don't, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to make the editing as little as possible so I can get the content out there, because the rendering on my computer unfortunately takes forever. So I need to get a brand new computer, probably a Core i7 10th generation, anything with 32 gig graphic memory, and the graphics card has to be anything between 4 to 8 gig in graphics card. So basically a gaming computer in order for me to be able to put this on the computer, put it in Adobe Premiere, you know, edit this and render it quick, and then put the content out there. But for now, this is what we're working with. But I'm sure it's gonna look good. I'm sure it's gonna look good. Sorry, man, my beard keeps touching the mic. I'm beginning to feel this. So yeah, like I was saying, like I was saying, the whole guys, let's accept there's gonna be quite a bit of coughing in this show, especially if you're gonna be smoking weed. So yeah, man, the whole trans thing, and or rather, yeah, people identifying as female, that's ridiculous. You know, I watch YouTube a lot just to check out on what's happening around the world, content-wise and everything. I literally don't watch normal TV. I don't know what the hell is happening on normal TV. When I'm talking about normal TV, I live in South Africa, so SABC 1 to SABC 3 and ETV, I believe that's the normal TVs. I haven't seen those in years. So I usually watch YouTube. I'm usually on YouTube. I'm usually on Netflix and on social media. So I get most of my content and everything from there. So yeah, man. I was watching on YouTube. Actually, no, it wasn't Amarin Page. It was another YouTuber that was putting where a male Australian netball team played in a female competition and won every single game, including the competition, because the team decided to identify as females. Yikes. So yeah, guys, I don't know what the hell is happening around the world when it comes to gender and sex or whatever. You know, there's a lot of terminology that you need to use. You need to be cautious on what you say and how you say it, because there's this thing called the cancel culture. But I don't think we've reached that level yet for anybody to want to cancel anything here. So yeah, man. So like I was saying earlier on, when I was talking about jets and everything, and I wanted to actually talk about a competition. I challenge any female that feels that this is not unfair at 84 kilograms, or even at currently I'm working at 93 kilograms. At 93 kilograms, I haven't trained for a fight in a very long time. To fight me, if you really feel that identifying as a female and then being able to compete in females events doesn't give me the upper hand, then if you're a female that feels like that, I dare you to challenge me and let's see how that plays out. Let's leave sports like jets, because jets it's a bit different. Let's go to sports, men's sports, MMA. Yes, there's a female division for a reason. We can even go basketball, football, you know, rugby. I can get a whole bunch of my friends who have never played rugby before. Let's play against a professional rugby team. We're gonna be bigger, we're going to be stronger. Just the fact that we train, we're going to be stronger. And we will win that game. That's the reality, that's the truth. And so the world is happening the way it's happening, and we all have to watch what we say and how we say it. But anyways, yeah, man. Like I said, guys, this is the podcast. This is what it's going to be all about. This is how we're going to be doing it. And we're just going to be talking. I got YouTube open here because I don't have a producer. I can't scroll on the content that I need to discuss. So I'm gonna use my phone for now. And I got somebody inviting me on space on Twitter. That's not gonna happen. Okay. So guys, there was a there was a topic that I covered about the hashtag Javier. Javier happens to be, sorry, Javier happens to be a guy on Facebook. Luckily, he uses a fake name and a fake profile. So this guy was accused of sexual assaulting a chick, but apparently he had a space to prove himself that he was innocent. Guys, there's one thing that I see. I just bumped into it. Chris Axel, another catfish on Twitter, says the storyline of Rio Javier and Dr. Glenn is currently better than all SA soapies combined. Guys, you see the problem is this is people's real lives, and one thing a lot of people don't realize, I noticed that a lot of people are after clouds, they're after followers on Twitter. So they post whatever they feel will get people interested and get people to click on that follow button, because now it's like, hey guys, I'm going to be hosting a space, and then you suddenly want people to go on your space and hear what you have to say because you want to say something, or you want to explain yourself, which is quite sad, because you actually, if we look at it legally, by law, you're actually setting yourself up, because whatever you say in that video can be used against you in the court of law, because that could either be seen as a confession or admission of guilt, depending on whether you successfully succeed in convincing people that you are innocent. It could go really, really bad for you. So yeah, I don't recommend that when things like this happen, that you go on social media. I honestly, ladies, I'm sorry to say this, but when I see a lady take a rape story or something to social media, I immediately skip it. I don't even take it seriously. I understand that the police and the law don't do much, but at the same time, guys, let's be honest, man. Follow the right thing. Go to the police, go to the hospital, get a checkup so you have the evidence and the medical reports, just in case there's evidence or there's something that they can find on you to pin the person. Do that. Follow the right processes. Go to the hospital, get yourself checked out, tested, and everything. When you're done, go to the police station, open the case, give your medical reports, and allow them to do the investigation. Point them to the suspect if you know who the suspect is. And that's how you go about doing things. And after that, if you feel like a week or 2 or 3 or a month or 2 that the police is not doing enough, that nothing is being done enough, and you need the public to hear about this, and that's when you then go and scream wolf, so that you can gain that support, so that your perpetrator may be punished accordingly. But the moment you and the way they go about writing these things, the way they go about writing about these things, when you read them, it's almost like a novel. It's well written, there's no spelling mistakes, the English is so proper. Then you go through their whole Twitter, you realize they don't even type that well. But on this specific auspicious occasion, they decide to just type it properly. Look, I'm not trying to be heartless or trying to make a joke out of this, but what I'm trying to say is there are real victims out there who are finding it difficult to talk, who are finding it difficult to come out publicly, because a lot of fake victims are making a lot of noise and are getting caught for their lies, and the real victims are getting scared that the law might not be on their side as much as they want it to be. So come on, guys, are we really helping here, or are we just destroying? And guys, you need to be careful, man. Times are tough right now. People are struggling. I said it on the previous video. Ladies are desperate out there. They'll set your ass up, man. They'll set your ass up, and you won't even know what happened. I understand that it's difficult to meet ladies these days, so social media is where we go about doing our things. But guys, listen, you see the problem with us guys is what? I'm not gonna say we guys, let me rather say the problem with a lot of the brothers on social media is they're broke. And the ladies, they are broke. That's why you guys have time to be on social media as much as you guys are. So what happens is what now? You got 2, 3 broke people trying to hook up, and this brother is thinking, you know, I'm trying to not use the N word. I use that quite a lot. That's why I keep holding back. I'm trying to keep the podcast as clean as possible, yo. So just bear with me. So what I'm saying is, what happens is you have a budget for this date. So the budget is maybe 500, $1,000. So you know your ass ain't gonna be able to do that again this month, or maybe even next week. So you wanna maximize on your gain on this first date. So you wanna make sure if the chick fly, you getting the booty, you getting everything, package same day. And that's what goes south with everybody. You know, you men put so much pressure on themselves because they have to spend so much money on a date that they have certain expectations, and when those expectations don't happen, then you got obviously your weird dudes who start acting weird and funny and try to expect things in return. Or you got those dudes who then understand, go about their business, but at the end of the day, they just on some whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, you gotta start also taking the pressure away from men. You gotta let the nigga know. Look, I ain't gonna go, the brother know. I ain't gonna come to your place on the first date. If you comfortable enough to go to the guy's place, that doesn't say nothing about you. Just means that you're comfortable. Means that the brother played his ball game, his game well. He played his ball properly, and you know you're comfortable enough to go to his place. Game over. There's nothing more to it. Doesn't make you anything. There's no need to call you names. You know what I'm saying? Even if you sleep with a nigga for the first time, you know it doesn't make you nothing. It doesn't give us any right to call you anything. But anyways, I digress. So what I'm trying to say is, girls, you know, you also need to realize that the first date it's more, let's get to know each other, let's speak, you know. So look, I don't know, I'm not gonna say you should pay, but accept something light, you know, something that doesn't cost an arm and a leg, you know. I don't know, man. It's a trick one. I don't know. I'm not. You know, nah. Let me not lie. My honest opinion, I think if you broke, you shouldn't date. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to make ladies feel like they need to kind of do something, but they really don't, guys. They don't. Bro, like if you don't have money to take her out on 1 date to get to know her, 2 dates to sweep her off her feet, 3 dates to prove her that you're the one, 4th date to show her that, yo, you don't need to waste my time, man. I'm here for you. 5th date for her to feel comfortable with you. 6th date for her to give it up. I don't know. It doesn't have to be that many dates. But all I'm saying is, just if you don't have enough money to take her on a couple of dates, what are you doing being in a relationship, man? Ladies cost, guys. Relationships cost. How are you going to call her? Data. If she doesn't have data, you want to talk to her? Are you going to put pressure on her to buy it, or you going to buy it for her? The issue is, you know what, we all financially struggling and we all broke. So, as you know, we just complicate things that don't even need to be complicated, you know. Men were okay with being providers once upon a time. Suddenly we're not, because, you know, things have become tougher. Now things need to be 50-50. Look, I'm the kind of man, I'm telling you right now, never. I would never accept a 50-50 relationship with a woman. And when I'm talking about never in the sense of providing financially, I believe that I should, as a man, provide 100%. You know, if my partner works great and if the money is needed in the household in order to help, then yeah, that's what we're going to do. But it's going to be an agreement that we both come up to. And we both obviously grown and we understand that the house needs both finances in order for us to be able to maintain the lifestyle that we enjoy having. But in a situation where it's not needed, well, if it's not needed, then it's not needed. Why are you making your girl pay for things that your girl don't need to pay for, if you know what I mean? So yeah, man, I'm just on that boat. I'm on a boat where dude, like, come on, man, don't make me pay for things I don't have to pay for. So yeah. Oh guys, I just got an awesome idea. So I've got this space here at the back. I think I'm gonna put a little shelf right just up to somewhere here. It looks like it's high enough. And I'm gonna put all the alcohol on this side. That way I can have a fridge here. The camera actually isn't getting this part, so I can have the small fridge here. So when I have a guest, I can actually open it up, get the ice, you know, whatever, the dash. That's what it's called, right? Because sorry guys, I don't usually drink. I started sipping on whiskeys and wine again lately, you know, because I'm having meetings where I don't drink, people complain. So yeah, no peer pressure, it's a choice. I prefer smoking, not alcohol. So if I can avoid alcohol, I avoid it. But yeah, I'm gonna have the bar there, have the alcohol here. Obviously, if I have my guest or co-host, whatever is gonna be here, I'll be able to serve us and whatnot. I wanna make it as chilled as possible. I would have called this smoke chill and bake, smoke and bake and chill podcast. That's another word for me. But anyways, it is what it is. Guys, I'm a bit high, I'm a bit tipsy, so the little one was crying. I don't know if you guys can hear it. So I'm gonna go help out the wife. Yeah, man. I'm out. Look, guys, I'm high, so I'm getting a bit slow, so things I might get delayed. So, guys, I've introduced the podcast. Guys, I would really appreciate it if you guys go into my Instagram. I think I'm gonna put the social medias on this side since I don't have a host because there's more space. Because when I have the liquor stuff here, whatever, man, we'll see when I edit. But anyways, guys, I really appreciate it if you guys click a like on this video, share it with your friends. Even if you don't like the content, if you don't like it, sharing it kind of makes it weird. Why would you share something you don't like? But I ain't saying nothing for you not to like, so just don't be a hater. Just share the goddamn thing, man. Share the video, put it out there, put it in the WhatsApp status. Let my baby mama see, let my exes see, you know, let my former bosses see. Yo, let my niggas, my brothers who were in the street together see. Let my old friends from Angola that I've moved on have also got married see. Most importantly, let my haters see. I've got no idea why you would hate a good looking, gorgeous man like me. But yeah, man, the sad thing about being my hater is you can't do shit about it because I can fight, man. You know, freaking big. And these muscles are just no muscles I can fight too. So if you hate me, it's gotta be tough for you, man, because you can't do shit about it. If you threaten to shoot me, I got God on my side, man. My grandmother is dead. So that woman is up there. I almost say down there. Yeah, man, she's protecting me, man. So you can't just shoot a nigga or your brother like that, man. But anyways, guys, I wish you all love, peace, and prosperity. Your boy Uncle P's here, guys. My DM is always open. Oh man, I love helping people. Job interview, you need a ride to that interview. You need transport money, food. Look, guys, I don't always have, but when I do have, trust me, no cap. I always help out. Yeah, this is it, man. Much love, much love. I'm gonna go be your daddy. I'm actually not having an evening session. I was supposed to be at the gym, but I'm not gonna be having an evening session today. I wanna be at home with the family. So yeah, much love. I'm your boy Uncle P. Welcome to Smoke and Bake Podcast. Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed spending some time with me, getting to know the podcast in the studio and everything else.